Just
Talk about multiplayer.
multiplayer. It
Cons.
cons.
Lots of
Cons!
Yeah, lots of cons.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably, and I mean, I know where they were going with this, but it's kind of like a bittersweet thing. When you seem to jump in and out of people's games.
Like, there's like in the world, there's like 50 or like even 100 some games just going on.
Yeah.
And if you get too far away from other people, you'll join someone else's game.
Or
'cause
sometimes your own. I mean.
yeah, or your own game if there's no one else around. You'll notice because it's it might be dark, and then within a half a second, it's day. It's day. It's like, whoa.
And I mean, like, the day and night cycle in the game is already really fast.
Yeah, it seems like it's night a lot more than day.
Which is a problem because the game is very annoying
at night. Plus,
and for those of you who played going
headlight.
a motorcycle through a forest
at night,
it is like the scariest thing.
Yeah, the headlights could have gone out a little bit.
They could have been better,
a little bit
or
brighter.
been existent.
Yeah, some of them doesn't even
like a couple cars pretty much don't even have headlights.
Yeah,
just a picture.
Or
of
if they do, yeah.
It's just a picture of light on the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you know,
and I would have liked parties in the game.
Yeah,
like not just. I know why they did the whole having multiple parties in one huge world.
Yeah, it's because it's such a huge area, and so you can obviously when you run into other people, you're never gonna run.
If you're playing by yourself, you'll never not have someone around.
Yeah, and I mean
rare.
It's just kind of the idea that it is. I'm sure it's impossible for you to actually overload that one exact area.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the bases where you spawn at the camps.
Yeah, there's a lot of people there. That's a little mini problem that isn't really all that bad. Is when you spawn in the camps. If people are just sitting there, you spawn on top of them.
It's one big cluster
you'll
of cars.
stack on top of each other, and that gets kind of weird. It's not bad.
It's just awkward.
It's just like, well, you could have really fixed that, you guys.
Yeah.
That's a simple fix.
It really is.
Yeah, it really is.
And then, I mean, again, back to the
cons. The ramp placement sucks.
Well,
I like the ramps.
Well, no, I know what you're
more
saying.
often
Is
than
the
not,
fact, and
they
I mean,
put
I
a
know that a
hill
lot of these are
right in front of
probably
it.
random, but yeah, there are a lot of hills. Like either they'll go down or up right in front of the ramp.
So you lose all speed.
Yeah, so you lose all speed once you hit the ramp, and it's just kind of. One thing I do like though is the fuel barrels.
Yeah, that
throughout the game.
I do like how you get
fuel.
fuel.
You can get a ton
fuel
of money.
Fuel is basically the money of the game.
Yeah, it's referred to
It
as
is.
fuel.
Yeah, it is.
The game's name is fuel.
You collect fuel either by oil barrels when you're doing the main world, like overworld, kind of just racing around, or when you do races, you'll get like a ton of fuel, or you can do challenges.
And one places we've noticed is some areas are literally just littered with what we call obviously quad barrels.
Yeah,
because they're 3 barrels on the bottom, 1 on top, and you have to run into them and
you get 400.
You get 400, which is it's a okay amount in the game.
It's if you find an area like what we're talking about with just tons of them littered, you'll get
because there are some sections that are literally you can just hit one look. Hit another look, hit another.
Yeah, there's a lot of areas like that, and then there's just areas where there are none.
Yeah,
you'll drive for an hour and you won't find one.
Which brings one of those aggravating things to the game. You're going through the forest and you go past a tree and then you saw the quad barrel right behind you.
Yeah, it's just
but you don't want to stop because you're just you're going, so you don't feel really stopping it.
Either that or you have quad barrels that are right next to a clump of trees. They just put it there, and it's well, why would I care about that? It's only 400 or just 100. Who cares? I'm not going to try and
that is
wreck
the
my
one
car
thing.
for that.
It's you will swerve way out of the way for a quad barrel, but it's oh, it's just single barrel. No big deal. Who cares?
That's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so overall, I guess okay, out of 10, John.
I'd give it a 7.
Really? You're gonna give it that high?
I mean, honestly,
a 7 out of 10 is good. I mean,
all around, it's a decent game, but there's flaws to where I wouldn't give it any higher.
Yeah,
and that's me straight.
Would you pay full price for it?
Hell no.
No. Would you pay bargain bin price for it?
Yeah, I would.
$20?
I'd pick it up for 20, no
well,
problem.
I'd say probably the most I'd be really comfortable is 40. I would.
Yeah, I'd say
because
40.
I'm not gonna lie, I have spent many hours just driving around.
Yeah, it's
getting lost. It is fun. I mean,
I would not pay full price for this game.
It's worth 20.
Yeah,
not
easily.
60.
Yeah, I mean, if you pay 20 for this, then it's a treat for you.
Poor you if you bought like a collector's edition or something about this game.
The one guy in America.
Xbox.
Wow.
I'm gonna get the fuel set.
Oh wow.
Super frown right now.
Alright, now going from pricing to rating, John gave it a 7. What about you, Greg?
I'd give it like a 5.5.
Oh.
I don't know. I
Greg's a
pretty much
dick.
stopped playing the game like 2 weeks after I bought it.
Yeah,
Well,
I haven't played it for a while.
haven't
I mean,
played
it
it
didn't
since.
help that Prototype came out a week after.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I know I will
But-
play it, and I probably will be playing it again. So
But even
like,
still, I just don't have any interest of playing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
there's
just
too many cool games.
there's a
out
lot of other games out right now that are just so much better.
And
that I
that
just
are
don't
gonna
care.
be
Like-
coming out.
Like,
Yeah.
I see it as, like, it's a good filler. Like, if you need, like, you know.
I could see getting it for like 20 or 30 or 40,
Yeah.
and
You know, if you need to
if you
waste,
have-
like,
yeah,
a
if you
week
have-
or two
yeah.
until Bioshock 2, you know.
yeah, if you have like nothing better to do, it's a good game to waste some
Yeah.
time with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joe.
I'll probably agree with Josh, probably a 7. I'm like kind of in between 6.5 and 7, but probably a 7, just because I did enjoy it. Although my biggest pet peeve in the game is the physics, because what I hate is the whole when you fall, you do not go like actual gravity speed. There is
Yeah.
the set falling speed.
Yeah, once you hit that one set speed, it's like, oh, I'm falling.
And like there isn't much, and there is no motion blur when you're falling, so it becomes that just.
It
falling,
says you're going like 140, but it feels like you're going 50.
Yeah, like you're just falling, just.
It's like,
Whee!
And then you
I'm
land.
gliding.
Oh, another thing, when you're going down a hill, no matter how flat it is, once you hit like 130,
you crash.
you crash
You're dead.
automatically.
Yeah, no matter how fast.
And then
or how
there comes
straight.
that great loading screen for when you crash.
Generating.
Yeah, generating. Oh, you will
Forever.
hate that
Just-
word.
Yeah. All right. Well, enough of the cons.
Okay.
Oh,
Plenty
one
of-
more though. That whole going off a ramp really high up, you get stuck under.
Yeah,
the
that's a
road.
bad glitch.
Oh, yeah.
Right under
that,
there.
Yeah.
If you go
clip
off a-
through.
If you go off a ramp and you get like, especially on like a highway in the upper right hand corner,
Yeah.
there's a highway that's just straight. It's awesome because you just go for like
It is
100
great.
miles and it's just straight. But they have ramps on there. You want to avoid those because if you're going full speed and you jump off the ramp, you'll fly so high and come down so hard that you'll get embedded into the concrete, like
yeah.
quite literally embedded, and you'll just
And
slide around and
If
then
you
you'll
know
bounce
more
out.
specifically about that spot, I found out there's 2 ramps. There's the one on the left side and the one on the right.
The
If
one on
you
the
go
right.
past the first one and go to the one on the right, it's a lot lower and a lot less of a
Mhm.
jump. You'll actually be okay.
Yeah, you'll land all right.
But it's still inexcusable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like why wouldn't you test that?
Yeah.
Who doesn't drive down there as fast
That
as
is
possible?
the one thing. Like, who is testing these games? Like, who
I-
cares?
It's
Well,
like
one
wow.
piece-
I know that
Probably
it's a
like
lot
a
of area.
cat.
I know it's a lot of area to
Big
cover.
fat lazy cat.
It's a lot of area to cover, but I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, like it's. But still, I mean,
But you
considering
should-
the fact that it doesn't matter where you are, just the fact that it happens.
yeah.
All right, so you.
You don't even have the game.
I don't have the game, but from what you guys said, I'd probably give it like what Joe said, 6.5 or 7. I'd get it, I'd play it, but I'd probably lose interest in
Yeah,
time.
but we know you play everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
Transformer.
Yeah.
Mr. Bullet
I'd
Witch.
play Wanted.
That's alright.
I think that's all we gotta say.
I think
Yeah,
that's about it.
that's